I'm a travel writer, and these are my top tips for visiting Honolulu, Hawaii. Honolulu is, of course, stunning, beautiful. We love it, but it is really crowded, especially if you go during the peak travel seasons. So I would definitely recommend, as long as weather is permitted, to go during the shoulder seasons because it will be a little bit less crowded on Waikiki Beach and just less tourists all around. I went in October, and as you can see, it was just beautiful all around, although it did rain a few days. However, one of the rainy days actually worked out in my favor because I did a really popular hike called Manoa Falls, and there was far less people at the waterfall because as one of the most popular hikes, and Diamond Head, for instance, is another popular hike, it gets so crowded and it's just hard to get those shots. So definitely recommend going when it's really early or when it's a bit more gloomy and rainy out. It just makes the experience that much better without tons and tons of people around because, again, it's a very popular destination. Just like many Hawaiian islands, it definitely helps to have a rental car, especially if you want to go to the North Shore on Oahu, which I definitely recommend for at least a day. You're going to want to rent a car. You can either do that at the airport, or what I did on this trip was rent a car through Turo, which is kind of like an Airbnb for cars. And of course, I had to upgrade to the convertible, which I also recommend because it just makes driving around the island that much more fun. If you don't want to rent a car and you don't plan on getting on the highways, then you could also go with a scooter rental, which I thought was so much fun. I took this all around Waikiki and Honolulu, and it made getting around so easy. And I did actually feel safe because all the locals are used to people on these scooters. If you want to be in the heart of all the action, then definitely stay in the middle of Waikiki. It's like the big downtown area. It's close to tons of restaurants, the main beach area where you can get surf lessons and all that good stuff. However, if you want to be a little bit more off the beaten path, but still really close to the action, like walking distance, then go a little east and stay at Kaimana Beach Inn. I absolutely loved this hotel. It was far enough where it felt a little bit more relaxing and secluded from all the craziness of Waikiki, but still close enough to either take a short drive there or walk along the beach, which is obviously so nice and an experience all on its own. I also highly recommend doing a sunset cruise or just getting out on the water in general. It's such a beautiful experience to be out at sea and looking at Waikiki and all the beautiful views from a different perspective. And I will say, if you're going to do a cruise, you might as well sign up for a bottomless one with free drinks. That's what I did. I'm not having a drink in my hand here, but you can drink as much as you want. It's like a booze cruise, and this is especially good if you want to do a sunset ride on like a Friday or Saturday night before you hit the town. Hawaii really is one of my favorite destinations. In Honolulu, Waikiki, this whole area is just such a lively and colorful place to be. So if you haven't been to Oahu and specifically Honolulu yet, I definitely recommend. And yeah, follow for more travel tips. Illy!